What's up, Leo? And welcome to Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. We are getting ready to build up this foundation of this relationship. Dive in deep. You know, it's good to know what a person is thinking, what a person is feeling. But when you know the foundational issues that's going on within the relationship, also the spiritual ones, which I'm going to dive into that too. But you get a different perspective of exactly what's going on with your relationship. So let's go ahead, get into that, and see the message that Beloved has for you. Beloved, what's the message that you have for Leo regarding their relationship? What does Leo need to know? What's at the foundation? Alrighty. Take off your mask. So people coming into this relationship not being their authentic self. Going off of facades, external appearances, really the representative. You know how we all play the representative at work or in work environments? We can't be our authentic self. We have to, well, for most of us, we can't be our authentic selves in work environments. And for me to bring up work, this situation is a lot of work, Leo. Oh my goodness. It gets worse. Sadness. So you can be a Cancer, Leo cusp of Cancer, had a lot of these same energies. Unleash your creativity. Let me get all the cards out. Patience and love. Okay, so Leo, coming back to this sadness energy, right? And then I did bring up work, and then unleash your creativity is here. For sadness to be at the foundation of the reading, this was an energy that was coming in. That still lies there. That's lying dormant in this relationship. Someone feels this deep sense of loss, this deep sense of depression. Someone is repressing this energy or this emotion. There's something in someone's lives that's making them feel this way. I'm not sure if this is a person, a goal, a family member, if this is from their childhood, but this is something definitely that's affecting this relationship because it's at the foundation. If you look deep, or not even if you look deep, because we're at the age, do we have to still be looking? Can we just talk to you about it and be like, what's going on, and you be honest? But I forgot. There's a mask being worn here. So this is part of the problem. Because this mask is being worn, I don't think that someone would have any inkling of how deep someone feels like sadness regarding some aspect of their life. It feels like they show up like this. Highly confident, positive, like a go-getter, you know, all the visible trappings that make a person attractive. They could take care of themselves, be very handsome, very pretty, very cute, have a great personality, all of those things, right? And this is kind of what you, Leo, or your person finds attractive about one another, is this passion for work ethics, for getting money, for dressing nice, for having fun or something like that. But I'm wondering, why is patience and love here? Now, for this love card to be showing up with a portrait of a person that's looking at her, this tells me there's a past person that's still here, that someone could be waiting on, or someone could be waiting to find out what's gonna happen with them, that may also be playing a role. This might also be part of this person's sadness. This might also be part of why this person wears the mask they do, because it's still this love here. You know, Leo, as much as I want to say this is this person and they love you like this and this is the foundation of the relationship, not saying that it's not love here. But with it coming right next to patience and having take off your mask and sadness here, something is causing someone to bring this energy in. And what causes a person to bring this energy into a relationship other than another person? you know. But let's see what's creeping up from the foundation of this relationship. Beloved, what's creeping up from this foundation of this relationship? Someone's spouse too. Oh wow, this is who's wearing this mask. Whoever this person is in this robotic form that has a time clock on their heart. Like, if you mess up, I'm gonna go off. Like, it's a ticking time bomb. I feel like somebody is robotic. That's her spouse that she's standing next to. Somebody she created. You know, come on now, Leo. Let's just be honest. Can I be honest with you for a moment? Leos are known to be dominant in their relationship. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the lion that's in you guys or what. But known to be dominant. You'll almost need this type of person in order to dominate. Because one thing about Leos, I don't know if you guys know this about you guys, but you guys are alphas. Like the lion, alpha. You need a beta female, a beta male. 2 alphas is not gonna get it. Okay, I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah. But let's see. What's creeping up from this foundation, please? What's creeping up from this foundation, please? Loving all that is want to hop out, so we'll see if that comes back out. What's creeping up from this foundation in this relationship, please? Thank you. So we have the temple. We have devotion to the small. We have the ethereal touch. And we have simplicity. You know what bothers me? Because we have a mask here, right? Somebody wearing this mask, take your mask off. But then we got simplicity and devotion to the small things. So is no one touching or going in deeper into this ethereal touch, this temple? You know, our bodies are temples. Is no one in this relationship diving in deeper into like the individual outside of the physical? Like, it's cool if you guys get together, have fun and all that type of stuff, connect, you know, hook up. That's all cool, but is there more to this relationship than the small things? Do you guys have those tough talks, those tough conversations, diving in and digging in deeper? Hey, what was your childhood like? You know, what was your mom like? What was your dad like? Like, having those hard conversations that nobody kind of want to bring up nowadays, it seems like when you get to know someone, you really get to know their ins and outs and all that stuff. But it just seemed like more focused on the small things, the little things, than things that really matter the most. But let's see, what's creeping? What's just beneath the surface of this relationship? What's just beneath the surface? What's just beneath the surface of this relationship with Leo and their person, please? Enlightenment. Wow. Obstacles. Warning, obstacles ahead. And resilience. The relationship, if it hasn't already been tested, is being tested. And it's for the sake of letting, I feel like, you know, a lotus flower, it is the only flower that grows in water. And to have water, you gotta have emotional stability, right? Because a rushing ocean or rushing waters won't provide the stability that the lotus flower need. It has to be a stable emotional environment. And I feel like that's what's getting ready to come to the surface of this relationship with this obstacle here, is that there needs to be some emotions involved here. Something much deeper than what's on, like, what meets the eye. you know, it's like a testing, because it's going to test to see how resilient, like if there truly is love here. You know, if you guys are really going to take your mask off and be your authentic self with one another. Let's see what's on the surface. Let's see what you can see, Leo. And then we'll see what's going on in the spiritual realm. What's going on the surface level for Leo? What can Leo see regarding this connection? What can Leo see regarding this connection? What can Leo see regarding this connection, please? The Sun in Judgment. You know what's interesting, Leo? That this Sun is like super, super happy, right? Like family, friends, fun. This is your energy. You already know, Leo. Leos are full of the sun. They pack the fun. When they come through, the sun is everywhere, right? That's Leos. But on the flip side, it's this Judgment card here. A person needing to go deeper than the sun energy. It's cool to have fun. It's cool to have loved ones that love you, enjoy yourself, all that stuff. But there's a need for spiritual balance, I feel like. You know, there's a little bird in the tree that's trying to, I feel like, you know how birds sit there. You know, I love cardinals, so I can always, like, God used to give me cardinals as a sign of his divine protection or his love for me, because, you know, cardinals are red. You know, if you get the females, I think they're bright red, and the males are red and like a lightish pink or something like that. But either way, I used to always hear their sound. Like, you can always hear it, and it's like the most beautiful music to my ears when I hear them. But she is somewhere. She is getting grounded in her energy. It's like, it's interesting, because for me, what this card depicts is someone that's getting in touch with their ancestors. I'm not a person that believe in ancestors in the tarot type way. In the tarot community, when people talk about ancestors, they're speaking of reference to, like, if they're from African culture, their African ancestors, the gods, the deities, all of that type of stuff. You have to make offerings to your deities and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they'll give you powers, but they'll also, like, discipline you at the same time if you do something wrong. You know, it's like a catch-22. I remember, and since we're touching on that topic, I don't mean to get off your reading for a second, but I just want to touch on the topic because somebody needs to hear it. I remember when I first started my Facebook page, and this lady, she came out of nowhere, and she's like, yeah, you know, the gods want you to make an offer, or God wants you to make an offer, this and that. It'll open doors of this and that, and so on and so forth. And I was thinking, you know, because I'm a Christian by heart. God said you should have no God before me, right? But I have opened up to the spiritual path. You know, a spiritual journey of knowing that God is one and allowing God to lead me from there, right? But my intuition was just hitting on all cylinders at this particular time. So I asked her, what's the name of your God? Because, you know, in Christian religion, God say, you know, those that are mine should know my name. You know, so I want to know what was the name of her God. So she gave me some name, and I looked it up, and it was a God that was linked to, I almost want to say voodoo, but I feel like it was an African God, right? And so I started researching a little bit more into ancestors, and found out, like, when people are talking about God, like, thank God, thank this thing, they quite possibly are not talking about the same God you're talking about. So even though it may be a rude thing to do in certain settings, sometimes you may just want to ask, what is the name of your God? Because sometimes we're not serving the same God. And I think it's crucial for people in the tarot community to know, when you hear people talking about ancestors, what they're talking about. I believe in not opening doors to spiritual realms that you shouldn't open, because once those doors are open, you can't shut them. It's not like a switch you just turn off. And for vainglory reason, a lot of people follow the masses, but I would advise follow your intuition, follow God, spirit, source, the universe, whoever you find to be the teacher in your life, the guidance in your life, and stop looking at your neighbor's path of what they're doing. Just stay focused on you, because there's nothing worse than an unprepared person opening a door and paying the consequences for not knowing where that door opens to. But yeah, either way, I know I went in deep there, but I'm getting into this heavenly realm, this spiritual realm, so I felt like Beloved wanted me to let somebody know that. But let's see, what's in the spiritual realm of this connection, please? What's in the spiritual realm of this connection, please? What's going on in the spiritual realm for Leo and their person? Okay, Leo, you got 2 going on in the spiritual realm, and move that Temple card. Wow. You got the 2 of water. So that's that 10 of Cups energy. But then, interestingly enough, you got the 10 of air. And look what she's doing. So in the spiritual realm, some of you guys may be readers or something like that, but I want to read from the book and see exactly the heavenly message. So we'll start with the 2 of Cups. Love. It seems that so many of the various Pythonians have complicated stories and relationships, but none more so than the Greek and Roman divinities. And as we know, love and romantic relationships are extremely complex. So it is fitting that Aphrodite and Eros, or Venus and Cupid, if you would prefer the Roman names, adorn this card representing love. Interesting, Aphrodite is also associated with war and illicit affairs, both of which seem to occur when love goes wrong. Aphrodite is not a simpering goddess who fawns over any male she wishes to attract. Instead, she is completely herself. She values and cares for herself. Her strength and her confidence are compelling and attractive. The 2 of water promises a romantic, loving relationship. The 2 people involved will be quite enthralled with each other. Being so wrapped up in their own little world, they may neglect others for a while. The shadow side of this card indicates the possibility of love going wrong. The first blush of love or the honeymoon phase may be over. So I'm going to come back to that once I get the meaning of the 10 of Swords in the above deck, because I want to see how it ties in. Ooh, okay, so that's water. Where's air? Okay, right there. Okay. Tarot cards, like meditation, have so many uses. First, we of course use them to divine the way the future is trending, gauge in the way if the energy is flowing in terms of a situation, to catch a helpful glimpse of the future. Tarot works well for all sorts of topics and can also be used in magic, with the aces used in a pinch to represent the elements in a circle. The cards are used sometime in meditation by selecting one that we feel holds a particular message that we need at the time. looking at the card until we can see it with our eyes closed, and then after entering our meditative state, journeying into the card and interacting with the characters and creatures that we find there. Perhaps even more important is that the tarot not only tells us about possible futures, it can also give us guidance in creating alternate futures. If a particular reading presents a displeasing outcome, ask the tarot for advice to change the situation. The cards of the tarot deck are like the unbound pages of a book. Whenever they are shuffled, new possibilities are created. They help us visualize a future that we wish to create. The Ten of Air indicates much power and control over the situation. Things are moving in a beneficial direction, and if they are not, be assured that you can easily change that. The shadow side of this card indicates that in this case the cards have been dealt and there is not much opportunity for getting fresh ones. You have to play the hand that you were dealt with as much skill as possible. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups, you know, in one aspect, it is saying that this is a divine connection, Leo, right? This might be a twin flame. I feel like twin flame. When we talk about soulmates, those I feel like are more earthly connections. When you're dealing with the twin flame, I feel like those are divine connections that are like sent from heaven or whatever. So with this situation, Leo, it's either A or B. Either you have the power to control it, or like they said, you are gonna have to play the hand that you were dealt. It really depends on where you are as a Leo dealing with this situation currently. Like Leo, you have a lot of power, and when they were describing that Aphrodite, I think is her name, she values and cares for herself. She is completely herself. Her strength, confidence, and are compelling and attractive. That was describing a lot of your attributes, right, Leo? So I feel like you embody that Venus energy, and if you got it in your chart, then it's only a plus for you. But it's like Beloved is telling you, even in the spiritual realm, what do you want from this relationship? Because whatever you want, you can have. And if it's not going your way, it's because of the shadow energy that's going on here. And maybe like it has come a time where it's out of your control. But it's like it's up to you. And I feel like this is why she's alone here in the physical and also in the spiritual, because it's kind of up to you, Leo. But either way, beloved, that's the message I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for watching Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. Until next time, love, peace, and soul. Take care.